You're broken down and tired of living life on the merry-go-round, and you can't find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we gon' walk it out. Ooh.
My first client in the Snoezelen sensory therapy room was a young boy named Yash, who was diagnosed with autism. He struggles with communication and behavior regulation pretty much on a daily basis. It was obvious when I met Yash and his mother that the adjustment into the Snoezelen room and Snoezelen therapy was going to take some time. Yash and his mom walked down the hallway, and as we came into the room, we had all of the lights on. So the room was mostly white, but something kind of unexpected for him that he hadn't seen before. He reacted with timidness and then physical aggression, squeezing his mom's hand, starting to cry and kind of hit and pull away from the room. So I stepped away and slowly walked into the room and began to turn the lights down and turn on some of our Snoezelen sensory equipment. And as I turned on the bubble tubes and the bubbles rose from the bottom of the tube to the top, Yash's body just instantly began to relax. His hands loosened on his mom, his crying and any aggression immediately started to calm down as he focused on the bubbles rising and the colors changing in the tubes. With Yash's level of comfort in the room elevating, we were able to start to explore some of the pieces that we have in our room. The bubble tubes was definitely his first big area of interest. As he reached out and felt the vibrations of the bubble tubes, the smile across his face grew wider. He leaned in and listened to the bubble tubes as they hummed, and you could just tell that that tension was fading even more in his body. He sat back and watched the lights change in the room, and just the experience that you could see was kind of intertangling his entire body was just wonderful. Each session is different for each client, and so we've had the opportunity to have some conversations with his mom on things that he's really focusing on. One of those things that he struggles with on a day-to-day basis is just the communication, asking for what he wants or what he desires. And so we were able to use the different pieces in the room for him to communicate something that he enjoys, what he wants turned on or turned off, maybe a new color, really just the opportunity to be in control of his environment was incredible for him. As Yash's therapy sessions progressed, so did his progress with his behavior regulation, so being able to be in control of his own behaviors. For Yash, when he gets overexcited or overstimulated or over angry even, those behaviors often end up displaying themselves in maybe a hit or a pinch. And in the Snoezelen sensory room, we set strict boundaries that we respect our bodies, we respect the staff that we're working with, and we keep our hands to ourselves. So when any of those aggressive behaviors displayed, we would stop, I would turn off the sensory equipment, and we would take a step outside the room to breathe and count to 5. As our body calmed down, we were able to return to the sensory room, and we found that that was enough of a motivator for him to really make a difference in him choosing to regulate his behavior. That was the same thing with the communication for Yash. Every time we wanted something on or off, I could wait patiently until he communicated with me what he wanted. And the sensory equipment that we have in our Snoezelen sensory room was able to motivate him to really make strides for progress in his behavior and his communication. By the 6th session, we never had to leave the room anymore. He was able to be in control of his actions all the time. And so now we're able to work even more specifically on the communication and the behavior needs that will benefit Yash for his future.
And we'll rise up